tell me anything, 'cause I can see. Say what you won't pull me down. Oh, that I'll be a giant man in town.
How you doing? This is Henry Blackster, Common Artist, coming to you again. But this time with something a little bit more serious than what I usually do. The thing is that I recently learned that my youngest son, Jordan, had found a desire to draw, which is, of course, makes me really happy because that's one of the things that I enjoy doing. The thing about it, though, it's having a little bit of difficulty, you know. One of the reasons why I made this video because, in fact, he has a similar dilemma that a lot of other artists have that I come across. And what is the dilemma is basically drawing what you see and not what you think you see. Now, how is that going to be a benefit? Well, the process I'm doing basically right now is I created a couple of videos after the segment that you're watching now. And these videos are little short things that basically break down certain aspects of life and art and how they relate and how it can get your mind to think more in a three-dimensional world. So without any further ado, take a look at the video that follows next. One first thing to do is basically think of things like a circle or a sphere. Well, in this case, this circle will form like a ball, and this ball will will have a shadow, and the way a shadow is created is by a light source, right? And it gives it a 3D effect where this would be light and this would be more dark. Now, to create that illusion that we see in the real world onto paper, we need to think in this perspective. What I mean is basically taking it from a point like a distance. In this instance, we call perspective distance. Distance is created, perspective created like basically a tool like this, or a triangle, right? Whatever is further away is going to get smaller, what's closest to us is going to be bigger. So, to create that illusion, we have to think something different than looking at in a mirror. So basically, or in a reflection, things are like this. Let's say this is the mirror, right? And this is you, right here. If you are standing in front of a mirror and your hand is up, right? Awesome. You're standing in the mirror and your hand is up, right? And this one is down. In the mirror, this one will be up, whereas the other one will be down, because you're actually looking at, like, you don't see the face. Right here you'll see the eyes and nose. This one you won't have eyes and nose because this one's looking at it. So why did I do this? Well, in most cases people tend to think this instead of thinking the reverse, which is basically instead of things looking at you, you're standing beside of it. What I mean is, again, we're thinking about perspective, right? Let's say we're drawing a human, right? this arm closest to us is going to be a bit bigger than this arm. And this leg is bigger because it's closest to us, and this arm is bigger closest to us. And this arm is smaller. This is the right arm. This is basically his right arm, and that's his left arm. This is his right leg, and that's his left leg. His right arm is going to be bigger because it's closest to you. If you were standing in the real world, you would be standing right here. And your left arm will be next to his right arm. Your left arm is next to his right arm. That's his right arm. This is your left arm. Left, right. Okay? And your perspective is basically everything going away from you. Going away from you. This is going away from you. Right? How are we doing? How do we look at that as the face? It's the same thing. Think of it like a face. Alright. Here's the head. Right? Here's the jaw. We'll do a finger this time. And your perspective is like this. Alright, so alright, so you're looking at it in distance with this eye right here. Sorry about the nose. This eye is smaller than this eye. Because this eye seems to be a little bit closer to you, and this one's further away. And as we look at the mouth, distance, this area right here is not as pronounced as this area right here. And same thing with this. You don't really see that nostril compared to this nostril. Alright? Same with the eyebrow. That eyebrow is more pronounced than that eyebrow. Okay? Alright, so that's the basic little thing. Little steps on thinking about things as far as how to conceive it, as far as creating a better clarity of distance and in your heart, more depth and perspective. Okay? So if this video was some help to you and you like it, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.
I'll beat a giant man.